Yeah, it makes you wonder with that Kazakh sponsor, you know, and Kloden's the German and Kashkin and Vinokurov both from Kazakhstan.
That's the only thing I can think of. I mean, right now, the only thing I can think of is the sponsors going to them and saying, Kloden, you're not allowed to win the tour. Because Kloden should have been in that front group, and I absolutely believe that he had the power to be there and just wasn't, and his sole job was to look after Vino, which is a strange tactic because aside from Vino, he is one of the best time trialists here. And you gotta assume if he's in that group, when we get to the time trial, he could win the time trial and be a race leader on GC. If you're Rabobank, you're either thinking, I'm keeping the jersey for every day for as long as I possibly can because it's a great exposure, or you're thinking, let's give it away. Let's get it back either on the time trial or the next big mountaintop and take it then so we don't have to waste so much energy. But the prediction is hard to call. Just depends on the value of what they think Michael Rasmussen can do. That's really what it is, and I don't know that.
Well, there are your race predictions from Predictor Lotto rider Chris Horner. Chris, always a pleasure. Thanks for the time, and we'll talk to you tomorrow.
Thanks. I'll talk to you then. See you guys then.
I know we've seen you and Vinokurov both at Liège, Bastogne-Liège, and also in the Tour de France away together. Similar type of riders in some ways.
Yeah, it's true. Even though I have to admit he got a little bit more class than I have, or a little bit more potential than I have. But yeah, and as I already said, he's a great guy. You know, after we had this breakaway in Liège and he won, then after the next race, if we saw each other, he came to me and said, hey, are you okay? Like, no hard feelings. I said, of course not, we know it's bike racing. We both worked together, we sprinted it out, and you were better. Point. That's cycling, you know. And he came, are you okay? You know, you're not mad at me. I said, no, I'm not, Vino. You know, we both work, we both had our share of work, and you were just a little bit better in the end, so that's how it goes, you know. And he was really pleased with that, you know, and so yeah. It's good to see him still going. Yeah, I think 10 Tour de France, that's good. You know, we got a lot of young talent in our team. They push, they want to go to the Tour. So maybe next year I'm just not good enough anymore. You know, we have maybe Gigi Haedo or Andy Schleck taking my spot. You know, they not wait until I step aside. They want to go now to the Tour. You know, so yeah, what is left? I don't know. I think I just try to finish my career the way I always did it. You know, like attack and make other people suffer.
It all surprised to see riders like Contador and Schleck there, while some of the riders that were supposed to be considered their team leaders, like Levi and Sastra, further back.
Contador, no, I wasn't surprised about him actually. Sastra, yeah, a little bit. I thought, yeah, maybe a little bit more of him, but I wasn't. He wasn't first on my list of favourites, no.
And what about within the group that you were in? Schleck was there, and obviously Moreau looked pretty good. What were your observations?
Moreau and Mayo were, I think, probably the strongest. Valverde came back in the end. Schleck just stayed regular, good. Kashishkin, he's still good too. Don't forget about the third Astana rider they've got there.
How about Cadel Evans?
He's coming along all right.
Yeah. I think that, you know, where I'm at right now, that was the best thing to do. At the moment, I don't think I could have followed Moreau. I just didn't feel like I had the legs right there. And, you know, in the end, they got 45 seconds, and after seeing some of the footage, they did a lot of attacking and accelerating to get 45 seconds. So I think in the end, it's not so bad because I rode a very steady pace and didn't lose all that much time. So.
Yeah, we saw another hard day for you in the mountains. Can you tell us how you're feeling?
Dave Zabriskie is in the hurt locker for sure. I got pain in the left knee, you know, pain in the back, pain in the legs, pain in the head, pain everywhere. It's disgusting.
You know, Levi is still the team leader, but Alberto is just so good on the climbs that, you know, he's got to take advantage of it when the race goes uphill. Levi will, you know, probably do a lot better than him in the time trials. But, you know, like, it's not the same without Lance. Now, if we can have a couple guys in the top 5, that would be ideal.
I wouldn't say it was an easy stage for me, and, you know, I played a few cards today. It's yeah, that's what I'm here for. See if I can win.
You were very strong on the Galibier.
Yeah, good there, but with the wind and so on in the valley, and the 2 in front and all chasing behind, what can I do?
You were one of the best favourites today.
Oh, I think I was pretty good, yeah. We'll see the third week.